What's up, family? Welcome back to my channel. This is Patty. Welcome to my ISOL. If you're joining in new here, my name is Patty. I share content around travel vlogs, business, and of course my lifestyle. So today we are going to be talking about menstruation, intimate hygiene, my routine on what I do or how I take care of that punani, of that vajayjay, of that ndubja, as it's called. So today, on a more serious note, we are going to be talking about hygiene. So on today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you my menstrual ultimate hygiene routine, my tips and tricks, what works for me. Yes. So let's get started into the video. Maintaining hygiene during menstruation should be your utmost priority. Not to talk of if you skip maintaining hygiene down there during your menstrual cycle. All the germs and bacteria can make you very vulnerable to catching infections. You don't want that to happen. However, God is so great that He created the vagina to be the utmost and the most self-cleaning part of the body. So you do not want to stress that vajayjay so much. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you tips and tricks that I use to maintain my vajayjay during my period. The first thing is to keep the vagina very clean. Remember that when you are on your period, it is very important to take good care of your vajayjay by washing it regularly and keeping it so well. Remember that the vagina is a self-cleansing organ. You don't want to use harsh soap, chemicals down there. You don't want to upset the pH balance of the vagina. So it is very important to take note of this. The first thing I do on a personal level is shaving. Now when it comes to shaving, there are so many people who it differs from person to person. There are some people who prefer to leave their pubic hair down there. And remember that pubic hair protects the vagina from bacteria and viruses. So there are some people who are comfortable leaving the pubic hair down there. They prefer to just trim it and groom it. It is okay. But there are some people who find it so offensive, they'll prefer to wax or to shave or to do laser remove or to do laser hair removal or even electrolysis. So what I do is every month I wax the vajayjay or I go for vajacials. But I go for vajacials maybe once in a while depending on my schedule. And when I do not have time to do that, all what I do is I go in with this Veet Hair Removal. Please, Veet Hair Removal, it's very sensitive. It does not work for everybody. This is what works for me. It might not work for you. So what I usually do is I go in with Veet Hair Removal for sensitive skin. So you don't want to use a product that is so harsh. And I don't put it inside. I don't apply inside. All what I do is just it's a liquid. I just press on the pubic hair around and I leave it sit there, and I leave it there for about 5 minutes because it doesn't irritate me because this is for sensitive skin. So what I do is I just go ahead and apply it, on top and protect. You don't want the product to get inside. This is what works for me, disclaimer please. So what I do is once I apply it comes with a spatula. I just take a spatula to scoop out the hair, and once I scoop out the hair, I go ahead and I wash it. I'm done shaving and washing. This is what I always use, not just on my period but also for my daily use. I go ahead and use my cream. I don't know if you can see this. It's a vagina wash for down there, feminine wash for down there, and I love this. This is very good, so it works for me. So what I do is I go ahead and I use this product. This product, it's a foam. Let me just demonstrate and you see how it works. Betadine Intimate Foam Daily Use. So this is what I mostly use to wash my vajayjay. So I just go ahead. All I need to do is, I spray this. So basically, I don't know if you can see on camera, this is how it foams up, and I just apply around there, not inside. I do not insert inside. Please do not insert inside because vagina is self-cleansing. You don't want to upset the balance, the pH balance of your vajayjay, so it causes infections tomorrow. So when I am done washing with my vagina wash, and remember please, this is non fragrance. it contains no fragrance, and even has ingredients such as tea tree and also seed oil. So it is very, very okay. There are so many of them in the market. You can go for which one that works for you, but this is what I like because it really works for me. Okay, now the next part is what I do is to avoid ingrowth. I go ahead and use argan oil. I use this argan oil to avoid any bumps that might tend to pop out. Yeah, so you can use shea butter or coconut oil. Whenever I run out of argan oil, I always go with my coconut oil or shea butter to leave the area smelling good. So that is how I take care of my vajayjay after washing it properly and of course grooming it. And also another part, if you cannot afford any of these, there are simple ingredients in your kitchen you can use. What I usually use is cloves. I don't know if you cloves. So this works magic. This is cloves. I take some few cloves, maybe I can count it. Normally it's supposed to, you can do a full bottle, and I soak it up overnight. What I do is I wake up in the morning and I wash the vajayjay with these cloves. These cloves, if you've used these cloves, please, and it works for you, please drop a comment down below. This works magic. This helps get rid of odor, it tightens the vagina, and it keeps the area so clean. Guys, try this and you won't regret it. This is a must-have. So when I don't want to go in with this, once in a while I swap to my kitchen by using cloves. Just cloves and water, 2 ingredients. Yeah, if you've watched this video right up to this point without subscribing, please don't forget to hit that like button and also leave a comment. Next step is I change my pad properly. So normally I change my pad after 6 hours. It depends. There are so many pads out there. There are people who prefer tampons, menstrual cups, and the normal pad. So me, I prefer the pad because it is very friendly for me and it's comfortable. So what I do is I go in and just use the normal. There are so many of them in the market, as you know. So I just go in and use my pad. And before you do this, please always remember to wash your hands because bacteria tends to trap on your hands. You don't want to carry your hands with bacteria and transfer it inside. It's not going to be so good. So make sure you wash your hands properly, and of course you take out your pad and you use it. What I usually do is I change my pad normally 3 times a day, depending. You know, the first few days of flow, it is kind of a little bit heavy, so I go in with my pad and I make sure I change like 3 times a day. And when I am finishing off my period, it normally lasts for 4 days. Those 4 or 5 days, what I do is I go in with my panty liners to be able to trap any residues that might be down there. So this is light and very comfortable. I just go in with my panty liners and I am good to go. Please, before leaving, it's not just about using pads. Once you use your pad, make sure you discard properly. So what I usually do is, this is how I discard. I just, after using, let's assume we've used this, I just wrap this up for instance, and I take is it the nylon or whatever, I take the plastic, I just wrap it up very clean and I discard in a trash can. Of course, there are some flushable pads, so I discard in a trash can. So you don't want to leave your pad laying around. You might contact infection, or it might even kind of smell, so you want to discard it so properly. That is wearing comfortable underwears. When it comes to my menstrual hygiene routine, what I usually do is I go in with a comfortable cotton underwear, and my underwear is different from my normal underwear that I put on a daily basis. So what I do is make sure you separate your underwears from the regular one you put on, and I always love going with the darker ones. This comes in a pack of 5. I've used 4 already, and I always make sure I change this maybe after 2 months or a month, depending. It's always good to have them handy, like to use them. Of course, we don't use them regularly, so you could even change after 3 months because we use them just once a month. And it depends. There are some people who change their underwears maybe after 3 months, it depends on any individual, but this is what works for me. So it's very important to wear panties that are comfortable, that are light, and make you feel comfortable. Yeah. And another tip that I use is this intimate wipes. It's a family of this. I always get them in set. Yeah, is this intimate wipe that I use. So I use this whenever I'm going out or even in the house, maybe after having a pee. You know, it's very discomforting when you're on your period and you're out there. It's so frustrating. So when I pee, this is what I use. I just take one out because it is meant for down there. It's meant for the vagina. So I use my intimate wipes and I clean up. So this comes in handy and it is very small. You could just put them in your menstrual hygiene backpack and you are good to go. And when it comes to wiping down there, it is very, very important on how you wipe. You don't wipe from behind and come in front. No, you make sure you take it from the vajayjay right back, not the other way around, because you cannot take bacteria from your poop area and you bring it inside. It's going to cause infections. And of course you can use small towels. I always dedicate, beside wipes, you can use small towels when you want to, to really clean down there. It's better. Make sure that the bed sheet, the sheet you are using, your pillowcases, your towels is properly washed, because you want to keep that environment really clean during those. And of course, water is very, very important for dehydration. Although I'm not a fan of water, I don't drink water that much, but I struggle to drink water. You can consume yogurt. I don't personally consume yogurt. What I do you can consume yogurt, you drink water, lots of water, so you can be able to balance up your body and keep your body dehydrated. And of course, there's another problem: menstrual cramps. When my cramps set in, what I usually do is just two things. I either consume warm water, just warm water. I can add a lemon, but it's optional. I hardly do it, or just normal tea. And another tip is I shower twice a day. Showering, I don't joke with my showering routine. It's a normal tradition for me. Morning and evening, it's my shower time. Not to talk of when you are on your period. So you want to make sure that you shower at least twice a day, and of course, keep your body fresh and smelling good. And of course, you want to take care of your skin routine, not just down there. So it's very, very important to keep this. This brings an end to my ultimate intimate routine. I hope this video helped, and if you want to see related videos on period and on feminine hygiene, please do not forget to leave a comment down below, and do not forget to like, share with your friends and family, and give a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching up to this point. I appreciate you all. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much, and if you are new here, please do not forget to smash that subscribe button. Thank you so much. Until my next video. Bye-bye.